reason for that?
Yes, to exercise my First Amendment right and recognize corrupt cops who violate First Amendment.
What was that? Who
First Amendment right.
did that to you?
Sorry?
Who did that to you?
Exactly before you come here, one person came here and was this person was insisting that the place I'm studying at is a private one.
But you do understand it's a government complex right over here is where we bring the custodies in and out the prisoners.
Yes, I know. Based on First Amendment right from a public place that is, I can record everything you see.
Actually, just to be correct with you, this isn't a public place. This is a government complex, and we have the right to reserve. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that this particular section right here isn't public.
Why I see reserved area there? Why I do not see it there?
No, what I'm saying is, see where the park is? That's public right there. That's okay. Over here, it's we bring prisoners in and out.
Why there is not any sign, any fences if it is?
Because we don't want to let anybody know what goes on over here, because we don't want anybody coming over here to try to break the prisoners out.
Okay, why didn't you say here is a private place?
All right, guys, welcome back. Today's footage dives straight into another intense set of public interactions, exposing how quickly authority can drift into intimidation. The video opens with a strong message about transparency and accountability, reminding viewers why recording public officials matters. The cameraman explains that exercising constitutional rights is not a crime, yet officers immediately question his presence. This encounter begins at a government complex where confusion over public versus restricted space becomes the spark. As always, documentation later spreads across platforms like YouTube, turning local incidents into public awareness.
You say here the place I'm in a pub is a public place, is a private one, but there is no signs here. The sign is here.
Well, that's why it says reserved area.
I have
We try to keep it on a low.
Okay. Can I have your name and badge number first?
We try to keep it on a low, so this way nobody understands that this is where we bring in high-profile custodies and
can I have your name and badge number?
My name is M. Berger, and my badge number is 294.
Okay, it's about the 12th day I'm coming here, and sergeant has allowed me to do it. Can you call your sergeant, please?
My sergeant.
Yes, your sergeant.
He's doing that right now.
He's not here.
Yeah, he's calling right now.
Oh yes, I'm waiting for him. Thank you.
What are you doing? Is it a film student? Or?
I told him one time. I told this person one time. Please have your body cam on if you have one. Don't you have?
It's a recording.
Please bring it. I want everything to be recorded.
For what? What are you?
Because
is it a
if
film
you,
student thing or what's going on?
I say first, please that I want everything recorded so that if you violate any of my rights, it be recorded.
Stay off to the side. They're not impeding our traffic when it comes to.
Okay, I'm here. Hi, are you sergeant? Are you a sergeant?
No, my name is Officer Leon.
Okay, you are the.
You're fine. Listen, you're fine.
That person says here is not a public place. He says it is. So what's going on here?
You're not doing nothing wrong. You're here every day. I see you every day. You don't cause no problems.
Yes.
Okay. You're free to record. You never give us an issue. Okay.
Yes.
You're fine. All right.
But this person, everything is here, and before he comes, someone with this card came here and tried to tell me that I cannot be here.
Sheriff gave him his card.
And without any uniforms, I'm going tomorrow to file it to see why someone.
The first confrontation centers on whether a government property area is legally public. One officer claims the space is restricted, yet visible signage appears unclear or inconsistent. The cameraman calmly pushes back, asking a simple but powerful question: where are the posted boundaries? Instead of referencing specific law, the explanation becomes vague and procedural. This moment highlights a common issue in public encounters: verbal authority replacing legal clarity. The citizen continues requesting names and badge numbers, reinforcing the idea that accountability begins with identification and accurate documentation.
Want to violate my rights, and even he doesn't have a body cam. These two people need to be reported there. Can I have your name and badge number again?
I already gave it to you.
Okay, you do not want to give it again? Okay, it's
I already
okay.
gave it to you.
Oh yes, it is on video.
And try to do me a favor. I mean, if you're going to put any of this stuff on YouTube or anything like that, don't try to provoke a response out of us to get content for YouTube. That's not appropriate. That's not the appropriate thing to do for us. We're trying to serve the public in the best way we can. And what it seems like you're trying to do is you're trying to misinterpret this whole situation. And what you're doing is wrong because you're putting public safety in danger of what we're supposed to be doing
Can I tell you?
to protect the public. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Okay. Exactly 2 days ago, one night I came here and another police officer, a complete
Was it at night? Like at night?
Please let me, I didn't interrupt you. Please let me
talk.
talk.
Question. Was it at night? You said at night.
Yes, at
Okay,
night.
So how would it look to you if you were a police officer and we have prisoner transport vehicles here and you're here at night? It doesn't look good. It looks like maybe you might be doing something you're not supposed to be doing here because nobody does what you do here.
Can I talk now? You talk and you then left. It is how polite he is. He talk, he interrupt me and he leave. And he says, why you provoke people against us?
You're being videoed for my protection and yours. What's your name, officer? Please identify yourself.
McLeod from the Clewiston Police Department.
And you, sir?
Officer Garza, Clewiston Police
And what am
Department.
I being pulled over for?
Well, 2 reasons. 1, you made a turn back there without a turn signal. 2, we had a call about you trying to sell something at a store, and at 2 different stores at that, not just one. So a suspicious activity call. And we had to make out with you to see who you are and what you're doing.
Got you. Got you.
Okay.
As the interaction continues, another officer arrives and immediately shifts the tone. Unlike the earlier confrontation, this officer acknowledges the cameraman's presence and confirms he has never caused problems before. That contrast becomes critical. Within seconds, the narrative changes from enforcement to acceptance. However, the cameraman remains focused on accountability, stating that prior attempts were made to restrict his recording without justification. The request for body camera activation shows awareness of evidence preservation, reinforcing the strategy many activists use to prevent disputes over what actually happened.
Can I have your license, please?
So, what crime is that?
Well, there wasn't a crime committed because we don't know if the items are stolen or not.
Do you have suspicion that I committed a crime? Reasonable, articulable suspicion, either one of you, that I committed a crime, was about to commit a crime,
somebody-
was in the process of committing a crime.
Are there any stipulations?
Absolutely not. Except that you abide by the law.
I am abiding by the
No,
law.
you're not. You're asking me for my ID illegally.
He conducted a traffic stop. That's
It's not how that
illegal.
works.
That is how
No, no
works.
crime has
When
been
you
committed.
commit
There's no
a
reasonable,
traffic
articulable
infraction-
suspicion. Excuse me.
When you commit a traffic
suspicion?
infraction,
There's no
Yes, of
reasonable,
course.
articulable suspicion that a
people
crime has
call.
been committed. That a crime has been
It
committed.
was going to be committed. How do we know the stuff you have is not stolen? We got no way to prove it. No way
not
you
how
can
that
prove
works.
It's not. No way I can prove it.
Please get your supervisor here,
Sure.
because that's
Well,
not how this
technically
works.
it's her.
Well, then she should know better. She should know better, and so should you, Mr. Garza.
We are allowed to step out with people who reasonably believe.
Yeah, dumbass people who don't know the law.
That doesn't have to be dumb or smart.
If I
I'm just
have
telling
not
you.
been suspected of committing a crime with reasonable, articulable suspicion,
2 people
and-
have called saying you in this vehicle are trying to sell them items that they don't know are stolen, we don't know are stolen.
then there's no crime.
Can you tell me that it's not stolen?
I already told you that.
I didn't ask. So how have you told me?
Because you said that
I
you
said
got a phone call,
possible items.
and I asked you if that was illegal, and you said no.
Called over the radio that's you.
Here. There's my paperwork right there. Nothing illegal.
Was that so hard?
No. But you can't just get people's ID for nothing, Mr. Garza.
It's not for nothing.
It is. It is.
Look,
There's
The video then transitions into a completely different scenario. A traffic stop sparked by a suspicious activity call. Officers claim that someone reported attempted sales in a parking lot near Ace Hardware. The driver immediately challenges the legal basis for the stop, asking whether selling items is a crime. The officers admit they do not know if any law was broken, yet still request identification. This becomes the turning point where the conversation shifts from suspicion to constitutional debate about reasonable, articulable suspicion.
There's policy and procedure, and there's constitutional law that you swore an oath to, my friend.
Hold on. If somebody's standing here, and they're just standing here with no kids, and they're a grown person just sitting there, that's a suspicious person.
You know, I just got a call about some officers that we had to watch out for here that were breaking the law and the people's constitutional rights.
I can show you that's not us.
You sure it's not you?
Not me. But look,
I have suspicion to believe it's you.
hold on. Are you gonna let me finish what I'm saying so you have an understanding?
How you doing, boss?
There's a supervisor right there if you want
How
to
you doing,
speak to him.
supervisor? We're just getting an understanding of constitutional law here. You know, no big deal. He said he pulled me over because he got a phone call that, you know, we were selling stuff. I asked him if that's illegal. He said, no, that's not illegal, right? That's where we were at in the conversation. He asked for my ID, so I asked him again, what did we do that was illegal? For me to give you my ID, did we have any reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed? He said no. We got a phone call. 2 people said that items were trying to be sold. That's not a crime. Not here, not in Texas, not in, anywhere. It's not a crime.
My understanding is you were pulled over for a traffic offense.
That's not what I was pulled over for. Mr. Garza pulled me over. This woman pulled through here after. There was no illegal turn. That right there is a turnaround. You don't have to put your blinker on at that turnaround right there.
Tomato.
Right. So have you identified yourself, correct?
I told him who I was right there.
All right.
It's not stolen stuff. I'm not trying to give him a hard time, but you guys can't just pull people over and say, oh, we got a phone call. Somebody said you were selling stuff. Let me see your ID. That's not how this works. I respect the law. You guys got to respect it too. You swore an oath to it.
Okay. All right. Hold on for there. Okay. Look, my name is Sergeant Nieves, badge number 0464. All right.
You know your shit.
Cliston Police Department. Yes. Look, we got a call.
The driver calmly but firmly explains the legal standard required for identification during a stop. He references constitutional protections and repeatedly asks officers to articulate a crime. Instead, the justification remains speculative. The officers suggest items might be stolen, but provide no evidence. This exchange demonstrates a recurring issue in public policing: investigations based on assumptions rather than facts. The discussion grows more intense, yet the driver maintains composure while reinforcing that policy does not override constitutional law.
At the Ace Hardware parking lot, person just wanted to remain anonymous, saying that, hey, somebody was trying to sell a stereo in the parking lot, and that's it. They didn't request contact, nothing along those lines, all right? Look, he conducted a traffic stop. He was just trying to identify you guys. Everything's good. That's all we're trying to do.
Key word, try to identify.
That's all. Just try.
But that's not how that works.
Look, we're here, attempting to identify. That's all we're trying to do, all right?
Your name again?
Sergeant Tito Nieves. All righty, sir.
Be safe. Thank
Good
you.
one, okay?
And we can sell here. It's not illegal.
It's not illegal.
Especially if I got my sales tax license, correct?
If you are a business conducting business within the city, you need a tax business receipt.
Got all that.
We don't have
Alrighty.
that knowledge.
Thank you. But you can't receive that knowledge illegally.
But we can
Okay.
ask you. Just like
Okay,
if
and
you
I can
provide it.
and I can refuse.
Yes, you can, but we still need to figure out what you're doing somewhere. So until we figure that
You
out,
could try to figure it out.
until we figure that out, you are deemed a suspicious person. You understand?
Yeah, but being a suspicious person is not somebody that has been deemed reasonable, articulable suspicion of committing a crime, about to commit a crime, in the process of committing a crime, would give you the only viable and reason to ask for my ID. Period. There's no exceptions at all.
So the traffic stop means nothing.
That wasn't a traffic stop.
So you made.
You specifically told me, and you are being recorded in my truck too. You specifically told me when I asked you why I was being pulled over. You specifically stated that you got a phone call
Hold on.
about suspicious activity.
I'm telling you two
When
things
she
that
pulled
happened,
up,
the reason.
when she pulled up afterwards,
Hold on.
because she came
You really don't
from
like
she
other
came
people
from
talk
this
to
way.
you. How am I
Well,
supposed to-
I'm
how am I
teaching
supposed to
you.
articulate?
How are you supposed to learn if you don't listen?
What do you mean? How are you supposed to learn if you don't listen?
I already know what the fuck I'm doing.
That's the problem with closed-minded people.
That's why I already know what I'm doing. That's
Listen.
why he left. That's why you're gonna leave, and that's why she left without getting my fucking ID. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
A supervisor eventually arrives and attempts to stabilize the situation. He explains the call originated from a concerned citizen, but confirms no actual complaint or confirmed crime existed. The stop, according to the supervisor, was merely an attempt to identify the individuals involved. However, the driver continues pressing the legal standard, emphasizing that identification cannot be compelled without lawful grounds. This portion of the video takes place in Texas, where legal thresholds for detention and identification are frequently debated in public accountability content.
Still conducting a traffic stop, so I do need your ID.
There's no traffic stop. For what? There's no legal traffic stop.
Turn, do you not have to signal which way you're going?
On that turnaround right there, you do not have to signal. Absolutely not, because it's not a left turn.
What is it?
I'm turning, it's a turnaround. That's what that's made for. There's no stop sign there.
There's a stop sign right there.
That's not where I turned around at. I turned around further up.
So you did a U-turn.
I didn't turn around right here.
Oh, all right.
Stop trying to dig, dude. That's not how this is going to work, dude.
I'm doing what my sergeant says. Here you are, sir.
Do what the Constitution says.
10-4.
Your sergeant ain't going to cover your ass when you get sued, dude.
Thanks, sir. How are you?
I'm good. You need to move along. There's no handling out here.
This is a public sidewalk.
It doesn't matter. It's in the town limits. This is the town's property. There's no panhandling.
Sir, your name is Sergeant Mullins?
Yes, sir.
I'll put you on notice. I'll put you on notice. Listen to what I'm telling you first.
Okay.
Before you make a mistake and violate my civil rights, you've got one or two choices. Pay attention. Paying attention? This is my civil right. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion,
Okay.
freedom of assembly on a traditional public forum. I'm not
Okay.
going anywhere. Have a nice night. You're from 10-8.
No, sir. You're not going to dictate what goes on here.
No, the
You are
Constitution.
in the town limits. I'm telling you something. You can listen to me now.
This is the Constitution.
You are on town property
Yes, I
within
am.
the town limits of Lake Placid.
Yes,
There
sir.
is no panhandling.
Have you seen me panhandle?
That's what you're doing.
Have you seen me panhandle, smart guy? I suggest
I haven't,
you
but
go
it's
get back
good
in your cruiser and leave me alone before you
Okay.
do something you're going to regret.
Well, I suggest you stop telling me what to do, because it's
Tell me
not
what to
going to
do.
end very good.
Take off. Beat it. Sergeant Mullins, you're about to make a mistake that's going to get your town sued.
Well, so are you. So are you.
And what's going to happen if I don't lose?
I'm just telling you right now, do not try to push my buttons. That's exactly
Push,
what you're
push,
trying
push.
to do. That's exactly what you're doing.
Take off. Take off. Get
No,
lost.
you do not tell me.
Despite the supervisor's explanation, the disagreement continues as officers attempt to justify the stop using a minor traffic argument. The driver counters each claim with clear reasoning, pointing out inconsistencies in the timeline. Frustration begins surfacing among the officers, revealing how quickly conversations escalate when legal knowledge challenges authority. Eventually, the interaction de-escalates without citation or arrest, reinforcing the idea that documentation changes outcomes. Encounters like this frequently involve departments, such as the Clute Police Department. In the final segment, the video shifts into multiple shorter clips showing additional confrontations involving public recording and free speech. Officers attempt to move citizens along or question their presence, yet no laws are clearly cited. Alright guys, this is the real takeaway. Knowing your rights keeps interactions from turning into violations. Cameras remain the strongest protection when dealing with public officials. The footage closes with a powerful reminder. Awareness spreads accountability. Record responsibly, stay calm, and never allow intimidation to replace constitutional protections.